Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Beast Lab. Today we're going to be going over a common issue that we're seeing pop up amongst guys who are still getting used to the SNG stance, is the kickback. Now there's two different styles of kickback that we're seeing. One is when you hear the whistle and you react. Immediately as you punch your right hand, guys are either kicking back with their right foot, or even worse, they're kicking both feet back, okay? Now the second style of kickback is after impact. So guys are making impact, and then to get a little bit more leverage or power, they feel the need to kick their foot back, or even worse, kick their left foot back and come around. Now let me go over the problems with both of those. The issue when you kick your feet back on the whistle, it would be the equivalent of trying to do a burpee while you're trying to push a door open, right? If I kick my feet back, my momentum's going this way and I'm spreading out my power rather than leaning into it and pushing, okay? Now the issue with that is if you go against a seasoned SNG guy who is really doing this the right way, he's gonna start to time that up, and right on the whistle, he's gonna get in and then pull out, and as your feet are sliding back, you're gonna get pulled and you're gonna face plant, okay? Now, the issue with the kickback after impact is once I get here, as I start to kick my foot back, my opponents are gonna start to time this up, and then as I'm kicking back, they're gonna pull out and they're gonna slide me down. Okay, now, worst case scenario, the ball slides out, I face plant, and they pick it up, which is gonna happen more often than not. Best case scenario is I slide out and I end up like this on my knee. Now, one, we never want to be on our knee while our opponent's standing up. Two, remember now, based on the IMLCA convention and what the officials were talking about, Mr. Abbott was pretty clear that if I end up in this position, it's not by rule a penalty that I landed on my knee, but it will be because I now have to do something other than just throwing the ball out. If I just throw the ball out, that's the only legal way I can get out of here. There's not going to be steps or looking up or rotations anymore. So you don't want to get stuck in that position. That'll all be called withholding. So now, how do we fix this? Well, we diagnosed the first one, which is on the whistle, kicking back. Anytime we see a guy kicking his feet back, there's only two reasons for it. One, they've been taught incorrectly. Two, they don't have the proper staggered stance, or it's both, because those are really the only reasons. So it's easy to dissect. Now, weight distribution is important as well. So when I wind up, if I have my feet on the same line, and I'm too sideways, which is what we're seeing a lot of guys right now, are way too sideways, their helmet's in the neutral zone, and their toe is basically facing the sideline and it's touching their glove. On the whistle, if I do this, I'm gonna have a lot of speed coming this way. But guys are losing power coming this way because it's not natural to clamp to your side. So what's happening is they're doing this, okay? Now, on impact, guys are leaning in, their foot is right next to their glove, and then they feel the need to make impact and then kick back. So why would you feel the need to do that? It's because you're like walking a tightrope. Remember the door push analogy. If I make impact and all of my weight is on this line, yeah, of course I'm gonna feel like I have to kick my foot back and drive it. We don't want you to have to do that. We don't want your opponent to time you up and then pull the ball out from under you. So what we wanna do is we wanna stagger that right foot. So now I'm gonna line up. I'm gonna take myself off of a line, just like our old knee down stance. We wanted that knee off the line. Now, I take my right toe, I back it up at least 6 inches behind my glove, and I point this right toe directly at the ball, so I'm on a 45-degree angle. Now, my helmet's not in the neutral zone, it's over the midline, which is legal, okay? So now I'm leaning in, and then I'm gonna take my weight distribution, and I'm gonna lean towards my right foot. Now, because I have a staggered stance, on impact, you can tell my hips are behind me so they can drive in. All because I slid my right foot back a little bit, okay? A slight staggering fixes this. Now let's go over the weight distribution area, right? Left foot's all the way up to the line, right toe's on a 45-degree angle, and now I'm gonna shift my weight from here to here. So now my hands are light, but I'm leaning in. And then all I gotta do is push off with this left foot, and I make my impact. Once I make impact, because my feet are behind me, I feel the weight into my right hand, so I don't have to kick back now. I can saw, and I can rip. And that's all you should be doing on that SNG anyway. No rotations, no kicking back. And like I said, one more time, if you're kicking back, you might be getting away with certain things now because everyone's trying to learn this. You're going to really start to see guys continue to separate themselves as they figure out the footwork and the proper way to do this. So if I'm going against the guy who kicks out, I get in, just as he kicks his foot out, boom, rip him out. He face plants, and it's an exit. So that's how you're gonna fix this kickback. Take the right foot, slide it back 6 inches, lean in towards the right foot, and then enjoy the fact that you don't need that, and you'll have power right on the whistle, okay? So get to work, let's fix that kickback. See you guys next time.